John and Kendra Smiley are joining us with a little parenting advice this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's take a look at that question. Today's question. Our daughter is 16 years old, and I believe she should get an after-school job. She does well in her classes and isn't involved in extracurricular activities. Money earned could be spent on items she wants and we can't afford. My husband disagrees. What's your advice?
Well, it would be interesting to see why the husband disagrees. We don't know that. So not knowing that, I don't think we have quite enough information, but here's a suggestion. Mom and dad and daughter sit down and they have a non-emotional conversation and they talk about the pros and cons of getting a job. In fact, I would really suggest taking a piece of paper, folding it in half, writing pros at the top of one column, cons on the top of the other, and listing those as they have this discussion.
Right, and in this instance, I think right off the out of the chute here, I would be agreeing with the mom, because a lot of times in this instance, a 16-year-old that doesn't have any extracurricular things after school is doing well in her studies. Age-appropriate responsibility, having this girl take a job, it does teach responsibility before she gets out and tries to find a job full-time or go to college away or whatever. So without those extenuating circumstances, like Kendra was saying, you know, why is it, Dad? Are you just trying to be overprotective or what's going on here? But this question on surface, you know, I would be agreeing with the mom, and that discussion with mom and dad having it, hopefully the dad will have an open mind and they'll be able to see, because I think once they set the pros and cons up with this, there are going to be a lot more pros than there are cons in this situation. One
of our kids, when he was in high school, decided not to be involved in an extracurricular and actually thought it would be fun to have a job. And when you raise your kids on a farm, someone wants to define farm kids as people who work like crazy and never get paid.
Right.
So it's great to have another employer where he had to be on time and things like that. He worked after school for a local CPA, and it was a great experience.
It was, and the one other thing that he found out was that he didn't want to do that full time.
For the rest of his life.
And that's another thing that as 16 kids in high school can find out. You know, I thought I wanted to do this, but then you have a part-time job or something and realize, golly,
not so much.
That's right, exactly right. So a lot of pluses to her having a job. So again, you know, Dad, what's up with this? And they need to find that out.
And now he's no longer working at a CPA's office. He's a veterinarian, much better suited.
Made a different choice there. Well, and obviously you said to include the daughter, because I think her opinion obviously matters too.
You bet.
Absolutely. If she's forced into it, that's no good. And if she's kept from doing it and she wants to, that's not good.
And she might be able to convince the dad if she wants to, and then she can say, Dad, you know, these are positives and stuff. And then if he has an open mind, hopefully then he'll back off and say, yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
All right, great advice as always. And if you have a question for the Smileys, send it over to their website, parentinglikeapro.com. And if we answer it here on the air, you'll get a free copy of one of their books. Thanks so much.
Thank you.